All right, guys. I'm just gonna real quick update. Um, Ryan came over today and he brought this little guy, and I thought, how cool is this? This is a little scanner, and that's who it's by. But anyway, it resets ABS, and it actually reset that. And we pulled the code, and the code said the battery had been so low, basically low voltage on the battery, it set the ABS codes. Well, someone had taken the battery out of that while that's set in the salvage yard or whatever yard it is, wrecking yard, and or the tow yard actually it would have been. Somebody stole the battery out of it, put another battery back in it was dead, and so yeah, it was done. So he put that new battery back in it. Well, it kicked that code. Well, we turned that, it kicked the codes off, and the codes are gone. And so I thought, man, I need to get me one of these. It does a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even know what all it does. Well, he said, I actually bought this for you, so he gave it to me, which is very, very cool. Super excited about that. Thank you, Ryan. That's awesome. But anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. Little auto link, and like I said, I don't know what it does, but it resets the ABS, and that's something that none of the other ones do, so that's freaking awesome. So anyway, and so yeah, that's still in the same stage it was in. I worked on this rear bumper today. Got all these little goofy spots kind of sanded out. Any of the spots that had anything that was dug in, I went ahead and put a little bit of filler over those. I still need to sand that down. This, I put turbo primer on it. Turbo 2K primer. Put that on it. So I really like the way it sprayed. The first, and it's supposed to have an hour pot life, but I'm gonna say in 80-degree weather it doesn't really so much. The first coat I put down, man, it sprayed beautifully, laid down, and you can see still there in some speed, and you can see I kind of dry sprayed in the middle. But I put 3 coats on it, and as I got to so the first coat went down awesome. Now I set the gun down, took probably 10-15 minutes for it to kick. It's really humid in here. And so I went back, sprayed the second coat, and the fan went from like that down to, so I'm really having to overlap. Well, the time I got to the third one, man, it was just not spraying for crap because it was trying to kick in the gun. So I would suggest if you're going to spray that, pull your cup off and run some lacquer thinner through your gun in between, and especially if you're using these type deals, you can just pop that off and just run you some lacquer thinner right down through this guy here and just run it out. But yeah, when I was done, it was spitting and sputtering and not, it was pretty well crap. But yeah, this will be all blocked down to 600, and then we will paint this bad boy. So it really looks pretty good. I like the way, like I said, I like the way it laid down. It's just primer, but it's thick. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculously thick. I don't know, man. It's like, I wouldn't say, it's like pudding. That's how freaking thick it was. And it's 4 to 1 to 1, so you get your activator, and then you got your 1 part of reducer. And it thinned up some, but man, this stuff's thick. So should give me lots of build. Should cover any of those scratches that I had issues with. And supposedly, I should be able to sand this right now. Now I laid this down probably 2 hours ago. According to the deal, I should be able to sand this, and there shouldn't be any more shrinkage, which, that's what they say. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do any blocking on that. But yeah. So yeah, and Ryan did this back door. You see there, he scuffed it down with 800. And we're gonna end up having to paint this whole side. There's just no way around it. I could blend into this, but this is the problem. This is why I'm gonna have to do it. This is a pretty good dent right here, and then there's a pretty nice little dent right there. And it's like, man, we're painting damn near the whole side of this car already anyway. And as much as I need blend practice, Matt, we fixed everything else on this side. For the most part, I hate to not, leave those 2 dents in there. So we're end up probably painting the whole side of this car is what's going to happen. So, which is fine. I mean, painting's painting, practice is practice, right? So I just won't be blending. Well, I'll be blending one of the fenders. I'll be blending that fender over there. But the rest of it, yeah, it's just going to get painted. So, all right, like I said, I wasn't gonna make this too long, so I'll let you guys go. You guys have a good rest of your night, and yeah. Oh, the rear bumper turned out great. It ended up being nice and strong. I've had this thing, walked it all over the place, and so when I sand that down, that should disappear. And it's, like I said, it's holding up really good, strong. Had that spot, did it. Had a spot here, did it. So, should be good to go. All right, guys, we'll see you.